Okay guys, so I'm working on an electric skateboard. This is a Meepo skateboard. This is my buddy's skateboard. He uses it to travel around the campus and stuff when he's in college. He was having an issue where the power button stopped working, and I have torn it apart and checked it out before. It looks like he's got some tape on here now. I'm not really sure why. I think it was starting to crack. Maybe I'll 3D print him a new cover. But he was having an issue where the power button wasn't working at all. So he would have to leave the skateboard plugged in, or else when Meepos go dead, or the batteries start getting low, they start to beep, and it's so annoying. So the only way to stop that would be to, yeah, there's cracks all in here. The only way to stop that is to keep it plugged in. So I told him I'll go ahead and take a look at it, see what's going on. See if we can get this fixed. I did already get a new control module. So I got that here in this box. Get the rest of this duct tape off. Yeah, this thing's all cracked up. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start taking this apart, and then we'll dig into this and see if we can get this thing fixed. So in order to take this plastic cover off, it's 4 little nuts on here, and should just come right off. So there are Allen key holes on the opposite side of the board, and you're just gonna have to put something in there to basically hold that down. Oh, I gotta screw the back side. This thing's barely holding on because of how cracked it is. Okay, so now that I got those out of the way, you can see it's already separating from the board, and let's see. So we've got, let's see if I can zoom in here. So here's the power switch. I'm not seeing anything funky with the power switch. Everything looks pretty decent. This mess of electric tape is a little weird, but I guess the board comes from China, so I guess it's as good as it'll get. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up my box real quick and take out the new controller, and we'll start swapping stuff around. So the sad part about these Meepo boards is actually my other buddy, who also bought a Meepo board, has a different issue. His issue is that his motors, I believe, are, I'm really not sure. It could be a battery issue, it could be a motor issue. I think I checked his batteries, didn't really see any issues. I checked the voltages on all of them. Couldn't really find anything there, so I do believe his one or both of his motors are having an issue. He did try replacing his controller already by himself. That didn't fix the problem either. Well, that'll be another video, but I'll take a look at that one. I feel like it might just be the motors. Once again, so we bought 2 Meepo boards, and both of them are having issues. I did recommend them, but I don't know, it's a cheap board. It's a very cheap board, and if you can just replace the things, fix it, whatever you need to do to get back on the road and ride around, they're pretty worth it, in my opinion. I do kind of want one of the smaller ones, one of the little, it's like half the size of this, but kind of want one of those just to kind of cruise around. But yeah, so let's see if I can get a closer to this since this one's not in the board yet. So here's the new one. Here's 1 connection, 2 connection, 3 connection. So this one's going to motor A, motor B, and then this will be your positive negative just for juice to the actual control module itself. Here's the wires that come from the power switch. Got a power monitor, and that's about it. So while this one's already showing some signs of cracking, some wear and tear, if you can see that. It's cheap, so freaking cheap, but whatever. So let's go ahead and get this replaced and see if that fixes our issue. Okay, so let's go ahead and start pulling those apart. I am really kind of curious what's wrong underneath here, but I know it's not causing any issue with the switch portion of this, because that's literally to the motor, and this isn't the one with the motor issue, so I'm not gonna really mess with it. I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's kind of sucks. It looks like they threw like some hot glue on here too. Gotta try and peel that off a little bit. Okay, so now we're completely disconnected from power. Probably should have done that at first, but like I said, everything's dead, so it's whatever. Okay, so I got this one piece out. Now I gotta take this one out, so I'll just carefully do like I did on the last one, and I'll cut away all of this super glue or hot glue. That hot glue came off a lot easier than the last one did. Okay. So I got all my connectors out. They're all looking pretty good. Like I said, these are all like two, and this is to one motor. So this will. This is still driving me nuts. I cannot believe that they just leave all this tape on here. I'm gonna have to hit my buddy up and see if he messed with it at all, but I mean, maybe that was him, I guess. So, just like that, that's done. So, I'm gonna plug everything back together and hope that it's all gonna work, obviously. But I'm gonna plug everything back together. I might charge the board up a little bit and see if I can turn it on and off. And if that works, then we're good to go. So let's give this a shot. So Meepos do come with this charging brick. What's crazy is they ordered their boards like roughly at the same time, and they both got two different chargers, which I'm really not sure on how that even happens. Once again, it's all Chinese based. But let's plug this in. Okay, so we should have a decent amount of charge now. I'm going to go ahead and basically plug everything back together without actually putting everything completely together. Really, I think I'm just going to do positive and negative for the battery, and at least test the switch. Okay, so plugged everything in and power on. Obviously you can see the battery's dead, but and power off. So we're good to go. So the downside, I guess, they have all this super glue on here, and all the super glue basically I think helps with like vibrations and stuff, so it doesn't really slip out of there. But I'm not gonna hot glue it because I'm going to trust the connection, which is probably pretty stupid, but so now what we'll do is we'll just take the nuts and pop them back in. We'll go ahead and oops. We'll go ahead and use the skate tool again. and put everything back together. But I still need to be very careful. Okay, so in order to pair the Meepo remote with the board after replacing your ESC, basically all you do is you press and hold this button right here for 6 seconds. Then, if you have the V2 remote, there's a small little hole right there, and I just took a small pin, popped it in there, press it once. This light will flash, this light will stop flashing, or it'll keep flashing, and you should see the battery start to light up. And now we've got power. So this project was a success, and that's it. So I'm going to end up giving this board back to my buddy. He should be happy. Like I said, he uses it for transportation around school. So that's pretty much it. Also, I will be doing my buddy's other board. He, like I said in the beginning of the video, he's having problems with his motors. He can't go up hills. The board just like completely slows down. The kid only weighs like 120 pounds, but it can't pull him up hills, can't do anything like that. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking it's probably just a motor issue. So I don't know, maybe I'll take them apart and kind of see what's going on there. Maybe it's slipping or something like that. Since these don't have belts, they're a little different, you know, because you can just like pull off a motor and see how torquey it still is. These are a little different. I'm not really 100% sure how they work. I would assume it's just basically like a brushless motor, just with a cap, a really big cap over it. That should be it. Yep, I'll give that a shot. That'll be in my next video. Also, this channel is going to be kind of consistent on just kind of do-it-yourself stuff. I work on trucks, I work on electronics, I work on computers and servers and all that stuff for a living. So yeah, stay tuned if you're interested in electronics, trucks, or computers. Thanks for watching.